Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. And you can't even see my face, but you don't want to see my chest, so I'm trying to. Anyway, okay. So there's a post up on Facebook of Ronald Reagan, and it's saying something like, we miss you or whatever. Well, this is the thing. I don't know how you would say, the image that people want to present about Reagan. That's one thing. Okay, there's that John Wayne image. But you have to think about what he did. You had the RICO statute.
NAFTA.
Reagan did NAFTA?
Yep.
Reagan did NAFTA.
Or he had a big hand in him, pushing it through.
Reagan also attacked the Second Amendment. Are you aware of that? I mean, come on now. You used to be able to buy machine guns in this country until Reagan. Also, Reagan either endorsed or signed legislation like the Brady legislation against guns, and again, RICO statute. RICO was only supposed to be used for the mafia, the mob, but now it's used. My wife and I could be charged with a RICO crime if we, who knows what the government decides. But Reagan, there's the image. There's the image of Ronald Reagan, and then there's who he really was. Two totally different people. Okay? The image of Reagan may be good, the strong John Wayne type. But look at what he did. If you want to complain about the wars and the
Well, Bush is the one that signed it, but Reagan helped push it.
The drones, the wars. Reagan was involved with all that stuff. Back then, we used the argument, well, we're fighting the communists. Now the argument that's being used is we're fighting the Muslim terrorist. But, we just needed a new enemy, that's all. So we have a new enemy, the Muslims. I'm not going to sit here and defend Islam. That's not what I'm doing. We have a copy of the Quran up here, and it does say that all non-Muslims must be converted or killed. But, so, we just exchanged one enemy for another enemy. I remember when Reagan was in office. Actually, at that time, I was actually a Democrat, believe it or not. Now I'm somewhere between being an individualist anarchist slash anarcho-capitalist slash libertarian. But I still believe in a lot of the same things I believed in then. I just realized that, look at all the voting that's done, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. The middle class is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, yet people are calling for more and more legislation, more and more programs. Instead of going to and looking at what made the middle class and strengthened the middle class, which was less regulation, less government, fewer laws, we're getting more and more. And under Reagan, there were more and more and more laws, not fewer. So, there is the image of Ronald Reagan. And I will sit here and I will be honest with you that the image I happen to like, to some degree anyway. But the reality of the man, the reality of his presidency, that's something totally different. So please don't say, oh, Ronald Reagan was such a great man. Well, look at all the stuff, the crap he did with the Second Amendment, attacking the Second Amendment. Anyway, think, people, and remember things.